What is up, everybody? It's Jay Wilson, and we got some rocks. We got some rocks. And we've got some Echo Complete from Carib Sea. This is going in the brand new house that we are setting up for Sean, our copper beta. We got some plants, some snails, some autocats. All of this is from Aqua Studios right here in the Colony, Texas. We got the little cheap O filter that I really enjoy. I love these, and some more Carib Sea because we're going to do something different. Giant 7, ACCR. We're ready to rock and get this tank up and running. And check out this from Space City, Betta net cup thing. All right, so we've got the tank. These are the ones we want at Cataclysm, and now we're just going to drop Echo Complete in there. Literally following the instructions. I'm not rinsing it. I cut the bag open and straight dump. This is not going to be my best work. I am simply trying something out. It's something new, it's something fun, and I want to just see what I can come up with, right? So that is the idea of fish keeping, folks. Like, we have to push the boundaries of what we're capable of doing. I set up cichlid tanks a ton of times, and then I started pushing the boundaries with vivariums, and then trying a planted tank and not seeing it really go. So now I'm trying different styles of scaping, and I wanted to use a black or dark substrate that was good for certain plants. And ultimately, I wanted to create something really snazzy. I am using a cheapo IKEA spatula. I am just leveling it all out to make sure that I have enough. And ultimately, I'm silly, so I should have just added the whole bag. As I'm sitting here recording this, I'm looking over at this aquarium and I love it. It's clear, it looks great. Now, the effects that I was trying to provide didn't necessarily go the way I wanted it to, but that's just me trying it out. So now I know what I did wrong and I can fix it in the future. But ultimately, the mystery snail, the autocats, and Sean, the copper Giant Betta, are perfectly fine. So literally, I am still putting the soil in here, and it's kind of like a chalky, I don't even know what I'm trying to explain. Anyways, the smaller particles will go to the bottom, keeping this nice bed, and the top will be kind of this less coarse, more chunky, and ultimately it helps for rooting and aeration, and it's pretty, I should probably put a light on. Let's get this light going. So hook the light up, turn it on, bam, now the tank looks way better and you can see more. And then I'm just gonna go to town in terms of putting the rock in. So like I said, everything that I picked up, minus the betta, minus the tank, all came from Aqua Studios. I love it. Brandon Hooten, Corey, the gang, they're just fun, even though it's like an hour away from my house. So now I'm just going to place the stone where I want it. Now, I did mess with the stone prior to at the store. I laid it out when I rinsed it, and I am ready now to just kind of lay it where I need it to go. And I'm happy with the placement of the rock. So I kind of do a little bit of adjustments, but you get an idea of this is real time. I just sped a lot of it up and I cut out a lot of the lag where it was just staring at an aquarium. But you can see that this is real time. So this is me placing and moving and trying to create what I'm trying to create. Now, 5 months from now, 6 months from now, this may not even be the case. It may have just flattened itself out. You know, I didn't lay any barriers or chunky lava rock underneath. I'm not trying to be anybody fancy. I'm only pushing the boundaries in terms of what I'm capable of in terms of keeping an aquarium. And I highly recommend you try it. Do something different. Get yourself a 5 gallon, a 6 gallon or something and try something. Push the boundaries of what you're capable of. You don't even have to put water in it. Just hardscape it. Put some plants in there, you know, and then if you decide to add water, great. If not, get the plants back into a place that works. But I am literally just trying things out. And honestly, I had a lot of fun doing it. It took me about 45 minutes, so about an hour when it was all said and done, to get this tank up and running. And I was able to add all of the animals right away. Of course, thanks to Giant 7, it is not the refrigerated type, so it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's just not as concentrated. I used half the bottle and bang, it was cycled literally instantly. So that was fun. And so now I'm just rearranging rocks. Like, this is how we do it. And I know this may be boring to some of you, but look, if you're going to change the way you do things or you're going to create new things, you have to try, you have to place, you have to move, and it's best to do it when there's no water in the aquarium. So the spatula comes in handy. I am kind of creating this ravine in between the rocks, right in front of the aquarium. And this is only a 6-gallon, or maybe it's a 7-gallon, but it's very small, and these rocks fit perfectly to where they need to go. So now I got my little spoon to scoop out my little ravine, and if you don't know what's coming next, then no, you probably do. I am going to add sand, a light colored sand, kind of in this ravine in the center, and ultimately I messed it up. Do I think it came out bad? No. Do I think it came out the way I wanted it to? Absolutely not. Am I unhappy with it? No. Is it that thing inside me that says, break it down and try it again? Yes, but it works. So I'm going to clean out the rest of it, and then that Carib Sea light colored sand, I'm just going to scoop and pour in. And the idea was I was going to create like this really cool hardscape that I've seen, a few times, but it didn't work out. The plants, I only put them in there because I wanted to bring a little bit of color. However, if I was going to do it all over again, I wouldn't put plants in there because I think the look is amazing. I just don't have another tank to put the plants in. And ultimately, I've removed plants, I added more plants, and yeah, sadly, there was Monte Carlo in there. I pulled it out because it started floating, and you get the picture. I'll leave you with a little bit of music, and then we'll pick back up and talk about the finished product.
My best friend didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. Singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay.
Ooh, using the Space City cup because all the Monte Carlo kind of fizzled out. I don't know what the heck that lighting was, but as you can see, I kind of jacked up, got the filter running, and finished adding all of the high quality H2O, and then I added more sand. And this is where I messed up because it got really fat and saturated, and ultimately it just kind of went. But the finished product does look great. It's nice, it's beautiful to look at, and the fish are alive and they love it. So that is it in a nutshell. So let's do some dramatic effect, play some really schnaz pop, and then we'll end this bad boy with something fun.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right?
So that's it. Sean, George, and the gingerbread twins are all inside this little nano aquarium, and they are thriving. This video was taken moments before I edited edit it. And honestly, it's the 6th of October, and I'm editing this and putting it right out. So, moral of the story, do what you want to do. Make sure it's ethical, and make sure you're pushing the boundaries of what you're capable of. And you'll find that you'll do far better things and far more enjoyment out of what you are doing. Thank you so much. I hope to see you at the Aquatic Experience. Check me out and get some really cool stickers, and check out northfinusa.com. Like, share, subscribe. You know what's next. Holla!